Hey, sorry. So today we are gonna discuss about what is brain rot. Well, you might thinking that it is not real. Brain rot isn't real. Well, it's just a myth. Well, the thing is, brain rot is somehow real. In my experience, it is very real. Brain rot is the term to use something like the negative effect of using too or consuming too much social media content or too much a sensational news content, something like that. Now, what does brain rot give you an effect on your life? Well, it really drains away in my experience, it drains away my focus, it drains away my ability to think critically, it drains away my ability to play a good social life. Well, it's not always this area actually. No. Too much social media content consumed in a very short amount of time will literally make your minds endlessly just scrolling. How do I say it? just mindlessly scrolling through social media, and it is, I think, it's our making our generations much more mindlessly. It doesn't have any critical thinking. It doesn't have any ability to think clearly. It doesn't really have any skills to be learned. Now, social media can be a double-edged sword, I would believe, but for some reason, most of it is just much more of negative effect on the person itself. Not like someone who's trying to probably promote their businesses or probably just to show what their talent are. Now, why does social media give away too much something like this? Because probably some people like to watch this type of content. Why? Well, I don't even know why. It's up to you to watch some content like that. But for my personal experience, those type of content really makes a lot of engagement. Those type of content makes a lot of views. So people start watching it more and more, and eventually it just got crashed out for that person itself. It got really downgraded itself. Yes, I would say it will downgrade that person itself from their brain rot, because their brain cannot really think clearly about what's happened to their life. They just think about what's happened on their social media or what happened in there, and it is not real. I would say that is not real. And if this gonna be a repetitive thing on their daily life, I think it's gonna be a huge chaos. I would say a huge chaos. Now, I also experience social media really give much more an instant gratification, which is they give you instant reward for no effort or nothing to for not no action actually. Now, this is something that is really issue. Our brain is to design we are designed to crave for something in big, and we just got the reward. Now, we need to crave or try, or at least we are trying to get something that by our effort, then we get the reward. But the social media banish the effort itself, making it much more instant gratification, making it much more rewarding for some people. Now, why does social media like this? Well, I don't even know why, but for some reason, probably 0.1% people control the news and control the social media. They control what type of content they want to provide to their consumer, or probably their type of people. They only want to engage in this negative news because it is much more a sensational thing that people really like. Now, yes, there is a research about it, but I cannot really provide where is the source. There is a research where sensational news is much more engaging and it is much more really attracting views other than not non-sensational, and not as sensational usually a negative news that isn't really it has really got a lot of clickbait, if I would say. It got a lot of some negative effect, it got some of another subjective negative way. Now I don't really like that type of content. I try myself to just consuming content that doesn't really watching. I don't really watch news a lot. I don't really watch the news a lot because maybe it just got a lot of negativity in it, and I only watch probably some games content, but I try to limit it. And another thing that I don't really like is probably short form content that is really just a much more rewarding system, but it really doesn't have any effort, and it is like a mindless scrolling. And I think the brain rot itself is really different the effect on every individual. Some maybe some maybe get a much more worse, or some of them getting in much more less worse, less effect, I would say. So I think yes, brain rot is real, but it's up to you to just knowing it and try to just try to avoid it. I literally forgot what are the solution for brain rot itself. Probably consuming less content of social media and try to live more in an outside world where we can engage more in a social event, or probably just talking to our friends could help us relieve what help us relieve on the tension or the stress on social media. It's from the stress on itself. That's just a solution. Probably go outside more and touch the grass and just live more. Enjoy your life, not just by endlessly scrolling on social media.